Hi everyone, welcome back to the video. So we're gonna do a little bit of a garden update. I hope everyone enjoyed the little fishing tour of the Russian River on the last video. I'm hopefully gonna be doing some more fishing videos. I loved how that one turned out. But yeah, so I want to do some updates on outside and then in the greenhouse. So here we go. All right, so here we go. Everything is kind of getting, my lettuce is getting probably the worst. It's overgrowing. Well, my arugula, everything's kind of flowering right here. That's okay. A lot of it's just, I can just pull this out or pull this off and do it. I believe that the flowers could be edible, but this arugula, it starts to get really thick and stringy, as well as some of this mustard leaf stuff too. The bugs are getting into it again, and so, but the cinnamon has gone through it. Yes, that's bugs. Bugs got into it. They're eating it. That's from the caterpillars. And then over here, all this stuff is growing. It's really good. I love it. It's super nice, super tender. The other stuff is my zucchinis. My zucchinis are all kind of getting nice and big. And then when you kind of go in here, I got one growing here, and that's it. This guy's kind of getting some. There's actually one growing right there. My squash is being a little bit annoying, but that's okay. And then here is my sunflowers. A lot of my sunflowers are growing from right here. I got my whole lineup right there that is growing too. When we're coming over here, this is the sad part of the garden this year, is my peas are not doing good because a darn moose came in here and ate up all my peas. I might get one or two, we'll see. And then my green beans are doing very well. Yeah, my green beans are doing pretty good. They're starting to grow again. What's cool is look at all those carrots. All my carrots are growing very well. You can notice that the soil, everything, my bok choy is getting a little top heavy, so everything's falling over. I'm actually gonna have to dig all of this up and use it. I'll be cutting it up and putting in some stir fries there.
Check out the squash.
That's actually Swiss char. Can you say that? Swiss char. Yeah.
You just picked that before?
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be picking it later. We're gonna let it get a little bit bigger.
But where's the squash?
The squash is those little plants right there.
The pink tiny little plant?
Yep. And then there's all my carrots that are doing really well. But yeah, so other than that, I have potatoes that are doing very well, and I have actually, I think when we
now kill mooses for you.
Oh, thank you. Show me that. Yeah, show me that gun. That's the moose killer gun. There we go. We do have a moose wandering around, so we have to be a little careful. That's okay. Yeah.
So we can shoot that.
Yeah.
Dead moose. We'll shoot that dead moose.
Okay. But yeah, so I think I counted. I think I have at least, 25 potato plants, about in that range, from here all the way there. And what I read online, you're gonna get about 8 to 14 potatoes per plant, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, these are
berries.
Watermelon berries.
Ooh.
These are watermelon berries, and they're pretty nice. They're kind of, if you see, there's tons and tons of seeds in them, but they taste really good.
And check out these, Dad. What are these?
Those are cranberries.
Oh.
They're super bitter. They are. I'm actually thinking about picking a lot of these because the cranberries are ready But yeah, these are, if you taste one, woo! They are bitter. But that one's actually pretty sweet. Sweet but bitter. But yes, these are high bush cranberries. They're doing really well. But yeah, let's, what else should we show people?
Great.
Oh my goodness, you got it all over your face.
Yeah, that's kind of like wood.
Oh man. Yeah, it sprays like blood. Yep. Okay. Rose hips too. I'm thinking I'll probably grab these and put those. Those are very medicinal, very herbal, medicinal as well. Yeah, the yard's doing pretty well. I have lilies that are growing here too. These lilies came from the front yard and from all the way over there. It's pretty cool. My rest of my lilies, they're all dying, unfortunately. They're all done for the season. My berries are basically much done too. I actually picked all my currants, which I'll have a little photo collage at the end of the video. So this is the greenhouse update. It's a little messy, but it is what it is. So when we walk in, right here, so here's my herbal section here. I have a little bit more herbs. Actually, yeah, I put a little bit more herbs down there. So I have my parsley that's growing here, my thyme, cilantro, basil. There's the tomato plants. They're kind of dying. I don't know what to do with them. I have some pots left, but I'll figure it out here one of these days. My green onions are doing pretty well. I need to start thinning them if I want to get them bigger. But yeah, see, like this one's doing, yeah, so that's doing pretty good. I love it. It smells really good. But yeah, those guys will start growing up more and more. My tomato plants, they're getting a little bit, I need to give them a little bit more water, but they are producing like crazy, which is awesome. I love these cherry tomato plants, and these baskets from Home Depot are doing really well this year. I actually drilled more holes into them this year, and I'm not using them how they should be used, but they are working other than less. But yeah, my peppers are very sad. You can see how all of these guys are, if you kind of shake them, get a little bit of the excess leaves off. They're not doing so well. I come in here once in a while, get all the dead leaves that are going. They didn't get enough rich enough soil. I've kind of figured that they needed more nitrogen, more manure. I didn't really use manure this time around. I used a compost, and that's good and all, but I think for peppers, for Alaska to survive, they're needing some steer manure. Last year my peppers really thrived on steer manure with my soil mix, and so next year, even this winter, hopefully I'm gonna buy a couple bags of steer manure, and I'm gonna probably grow a lot of peppers to kind of see how they do in the winter time more than the summertime. I think that's what I'm going to be doing most of the time. Tomato plants, they're doing pretty good. Let me grab these guys here. So like normal, you want to go through here and you want to kind of pick the ones that are trying to be its own little plant. So like this guy, it's already broken off, so you want to come in here and you want to just snip. You can honestly, if you really wanted to, because there's no tomatoes that are growing down below here, down below right here, is you can actually plant that whole root. If you clean off all these leaves, you can plant all the way up to here, and these little dots here, they can be roots, and it can root itself and it can get bigger and bigger, which would be pretty cool. This tomato plant, I'm gonna try to make it survive for a while. They're bigger tomatoes. They're the Bradley tomatoes for these guys. But these peppers are doing pretty well, by the way. They're just a little dirty. I put some cinnamon. Cinnamon keeps a little bit of the pests away. I found that out after I put cinnamon on. I haven't seen any bugs around, and these leaves have been thriving even more. It seems like it's killing a lot of the stuff that's been trying to inhabit it. I had to take off 1 banana pepper and 3 bell peppers here, just because of the fact that the gnats had gotten into them, and they unfortunately they just died. To make it a little bit of a sad, or like just ripping a band-aid off, they just died. Didn't take good care of them. But my wife's jalapeno peppers are doing really well, so we're gonna take care of these guys and see how they do. This tomato plant that we grew, it was that little baby. Couldn't you imagine? That little baby grew to this big, huge plant, as well as this one. This guy is probably my biggest plant, and it's extremely huge. I actually had to grow from one little pot to this big guy, and I actually have to do a little tomato plant barrier because, man, he grew tremendously. My cucumber plant, cool update. I'm getting a bunch of cucumbers now. So I don't know, hopefully you guys can see this, but I have 1, I have 2, 3, 4 is right here, and I think I have more. I just can't find them. I think I have at least 6 or 7 more. I'm having more blossoms, so that's pretty cool. So hopefully I'll have a lot more cucumbers. That means a lot more pickles as well. These are actually flowers. As we're looking around in the garden, I'll look that up real quick. So let me see here. But yeah, those are flowers. My celery is doing really well. My sage is doing pretty good, and my dill is doing really well. I actually use this dill in my pickles to make pickles, or cucumbers to make pickles. So that's pretty cool. And then this is my pride and joy for my peppers, because this is the only one that's doing super well. Look at all those jalapenos, and I'm hoping they get nice and big. If not, we'll still use them. We're not gonna waste them unless something happens to them. But yeah, that is my update for the greenhouse. Guys, if you have any questions on anything, let me know. And as I said that, I totally forgot the Alaskan that grew corn. My stalks are crazy big, and I have 1 ear, 2 ears, and 3 ears. So stay tuned for that update. Hopefully we'll get 3 ears, maybe more, we never know, of corn, and I'll show you guys the end result. But yeah, thank you guys so much for viewing these videos. Thank you so much to support my channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.